Unfortunately, we live in a world surrounded by fast food restaurants, candy, fried foods, concentrated juices, and so many other processed foods. People love the taste, smell, and especially convenience that these foods bring them to make them feel whole, to make them feel like themselves, I guess. Some people even go as far as to think that these are some of the best things created in the world. Is it really? I want to tell you a story about one of those people. Her centerpiece was a glass bowl filled with her favorite snacks, Swiss rolls and cheese puffs. She would sit at the table and eat everything all day, every day. I used to always yell from the room, "You better be eating some salad." She'd laugh and yell back at me and ask if I had any salad money. I never understood what she meant by that until I became an adult. Days later, she complained of sharp pains in her lower abdomen and I was admitted to the hospital. She was diagnosed with gastrointestinal disease. Remember, I said she ate all those cheese puffs. According to the Cleveland Clinic, eating large amounts of dairy products is one of many factors that upset your GI tract. She was put on a restricted processed free food diet. After being discharged from the hospital, I took her home and would try talking to her about eating healthier foods. That's when I discovered that those are the only foods that she was able to afford. She cried out to me and told me that. And this is what I hate about society. Cheeseburgers can go as low from being $1, and salads are mostly between $5 and $20, or sometimes even higher. That is outrageous and disheartening. Darish Mozafarian, an associate professor at Harvard Medical School, gives a clear understanding of the cost difference. He said, over the course of a year, $1.50 a day more for eating a healthy diet would increase food costs for one person by about $550 a year. That could be hard for some people out there, especially people with children. She didn't have a taste for fresh fruits and vegetables. And as we all know, these foods are the jewels to a healthy lifestyle. She made some fried chicken with pound cake and disregarded everything the doctors told her about her choices of food. Once again, hospitalized and diagnosed with pancreatitis. As reported by Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, chronic pancreatitis can be caused by high levels of calcium and fat in your blood. She began to feel depressed and weak. She wanted the processed foods as if she needed them to survive. She ignored the doctor's orders, and her kidneys and liver began to fail. Our livers and kidneys begin to do that when they have worked too hard. The big duties of the kidneys and liver are to flush out what our bodies don't need, flush out toxins that we don't need. After having to constantly do this, they get exhausted. And what happens when things get exhausted? What do? What do they do? They rest and they go to sleep. Finally, her last trip to the hospital. I went to visit her. She turned over to me as I was laying at her bedside, and she whispered, "Ashley, can you make me one of those big salads you make with lots of cucumbers?" I smiled and told her, "Of course I can." And I left and went home to make her a salad. I put it in the fridge and then decided to take a nap. My phone rang just before I could close my eyes. I answered the phone, and it was from Strong Memorial Hospital. I answered, and the first thing the doctor said was, "I'm sorry." I knew what that meant. He said, I'm sorry to inform you that your grandmother has died due to organ failure. No, processed foods are not the best thing in the world. They make you sick and cause chronic diseases. It's proven facts around why they are not beneficial to our health, and they aid in pain and death. All processed food should be banned from the world. Thank you.